Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed this story or any of the stories, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you. Short story 155, The New Plant Lady. Mia stared out of the window of her tiny apartment. Rain lashed against the glass, blurring the city lights into streaks of orange and yellow. She sighed. Another Saturday night spent alone, scrolling through endless social media feeds. Mia had recently moved to the city for a new job. She loved her work as a graphic designer, but making friends was proving difficult. Everyone seemed to have their own established groups, colleagues busy with families, and neighbours mostly keeping to themselves. Suddenly, a flash of green caught her eye. It was the small balcony across the street, overflowing with vibrant plants. Lush ferns cascaded down from hanging baskets, and colourful flowers bloomed in pots lining the railings. It was a burst of life in the grey cityscape. Intrigued, Mia grabbed her phone and took a picture. The next day the rain had cleared, leaving the sky a bright blue. Feeling a surge of determination, Mia decided to take a chance. Armed with a plate of homemade cookies, a skill she'd recently started to explore, she crossed the street. Standing at the neighbouring door, she took a deep breath and pressed the buzzer. A moment later the door creaked open, revealing a woman with kind eyes and a warm smile framed by silver hair. "Hello," Mia offered, a hesitant smile. "I live across the street and I just wanted to say," she gestured towards the balcony with a cookie in hand, "your plants are incredible." The woman's smile widened. "Oh, thank you, dear. Come in, come in. I'm Agnes." Mia stepped inside, greeted by a haven of greenery. Plants of all shapes and sizes filled the apartment, some climbing shelves, others nestled in cosy corners. "It's lovely," Mia said, feeling a sense of calm wash over her. "Thank you," Agnes replied. "I find caring for plants very therapeutic. It's like having little friends, you know." Over the next hour they chatted easily. Agnes, a retired teacher, shared her knowledge of plants, explaining the different varieties and their specific needs. Mia, in turn, talked about her job and her struggles with adjusting to city life. As Mia was leaving, Agnes gifted her a small potted succulent. "This is a jade plant," she explained. "It's easy to care for, just needs some gentle sun and not too much water. Perfect for a beginner like you." Back in her apartment, Mia placed the jade plant on her windowsill. It seemed like a symbol of hope, a new beginning, just like her friendship with Agnes. Over the following weeks, Mia diligently followed Agnes's advice. She researched different plants, bought a few more pots, and filled her tiny apartment with a touch of green. Taking care of the plants became a daily ritual. Watering them, misting the leaves, even talking to them occasionally. Agnes swore by it. It brought a sense of purpose and responsibility to her days. One sunny afternoon, Mia was carefully repotting a struggling fern when her doorbell rang. Intrigued, she wiped her hands and opened the door. A young woman with bright, curious eyes stood before her. "Hi," the woman smiled. "I just moved in next door and I couldn't help but notice all the lovely plants in your window. I'm Sarah, by the way." Mia beamed. "Oh, hello, Sarah. I'm Mia. Come in, come in." Sarah stepped inside, her eyes widening at the mini jungle that had taken root in Mia's apartment. "Wow, this is amazing," she exclaimed. "I've always wanted to have more plants, but I'm a bit worried I might kill them." Mia laughed. "Don't worry, it takes practice. Luckily, I have a fantastic plant mentor living across the street." Over the next few days, Mia and Sarah chatted about their love of plants, their jobs, and their hopes for city life. Mia shared Agnes's advice, offering tips on caring for different plants. They even made a plan to visit a local plant nursery together the following weekend. As Sarah was leaving, she glanced at the jade plant on the windowsill. "That one looks really healthy," she commented. Mia smiled proudly. "It was my first one. Agnes gave it to me." Suddenly a wave of gratitude washed over Mia. It wasn't just the plants that filled her apartment with life, but the unexpected friendships that had blossomed along with them. She looked forward to more chats with Agnes, exploring the world of plants with Sarah, and maybe even expanding her little green haven to include a few herbs for future baking experiments. The city, once daunting, now held the promise of connection and growth, just like her new collection of flourishing plants. Vocabulary notes. Words. Lashed, verb. Rain lashed against the glass, hit the glass with force. Streaks, noun. Blurring the city lights into streaks, long thin lines. Surge, noun. Feeling a surge of determination, a sudden increase. Haven, noun. Stepped inside, greeted by a haven of greenery, a peaceful place. Therapeutic, adjective. I find caring for plants very therapeutic, helpful to your mental health. Varieties, noun. Explaining the different varieties, types. Diligently, adverb. Mia diligently followed Agnes's advice, carefully and thoroughly. Researched, verb. She researched different plants, looked for information. Ritual, noun. Taking care of the plants became a daily ritual, a regular activity. Misted, verb. Misting the leaves, spraying them with a fine water mist. Intrigued, verb. Intrigued, she wiped her hands and opened the door, made curious. Struggling, adjective. Carefully repotting a struggling fern, having difficulty surviving. Blossomed, verb. The unexpected friendships that had blossomed along with them, developed and grown. Daunting, adjective. The city, once daunting, now held the promise of connection, frightening but now promising. Flourishing, adjective. Flourishing plants, growing well and healthy. Phrases. Made friends. Mia was struggling to make friends in the city. Become friends with someone. Took a chance. Feeling a surge of determination, Mia decided to take a chance. Try something even though it might be scary. Sense of calm. Mia felt a sense of calm wash over her, a feeling of peace and relaxation. Swore by it. Agnes swore by talking to her plants occasionally. Strongly believed in something. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by desgo.com AI. Please check out my new blog at www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed this story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.